So, Fat Man,
So sleazy.
hang on a minute. I need to listen to the rest of this song before I call. No? Well, let's just talk about Full Gear on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
Oh, this is the Fat Man.
Welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Today, we have the proud papa himself, the king blunt roller extraordinaire. Ryan Williams is here with us tonight.
Hi, yo.
Today, we are talking Full Gear, which is why Fat Man's already ready to go for... I am the only one on this show that has not done any drugs to get through this show.
I'm pretty sure Asian pussy is some kind of drug delicacy somewhere across the world. So, like,
Okay, you might be right about that. So we're all inebriated.
Saki.
But as a shoot, sleazy is absolutely right.
Define right. Never
For
right.
the first time, he is actually right.
Yeah, okay.
Ryan smoking weed. I have some pills I have to take. Hey,
Have to take.
no, legit, I have to take. I got a prescription.
Yeah, I'll get a prescription too, buddy.
I got a prescription for him, so I'm ready to go.
Lots of shit on the pre-show.
Oh, speaking of that, did anyone watch the pre-show?
No.
Yes?
No.
What the hell
I was
happened?
in for the long haul with this shit up until 12:30 Newfoundland time, and I was like, this is not me actual fuck.
I went to text the group chat. So obviously, people probably know we have a group chat, obviously. I went to, quote, say something about the main event in the group chat, and no one responded because I'm pretty sure Ryan was half sleeping. Dietz was in and out, I guess, and Fat Man wasn't watching. So
I muted you.
yeah,
But
so
Kayla got home from work, and by the time we had something to eat, she was like, stay and watch the rest of the pay-per-view. I was like, no, because I know it's exactly how long this is going to be. So I finished Hangman Page and Swerve. Like I said, it was about 12:30 my time then. I was like, I don't got another... I guessed an hour. And then I saw that MJF and fucking Jay White went 30 minutes.
yeah, we'll talk
think
about that.
For the first time, Ryan is finally saying, these shows are too fucking long.
Well, I'm saying these shows are too long every time. Well, I'm still going to watch most of it. And then make sure I watch whatever I didn't watch the next day. Like,
That's
I
fair.
pulled the sleazy and went to the pay-per-view, watched the entrances to the first match, watched all the way to the first match, bell rang, fast forward to the next match, bell, and fast forward, bell, and fast. So I missed some stuff, so Sleazy's going to chime in.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Lazy's going to commentate with some color.
Oh, I don't do color, bro. This
Racist.
this forehead's not seen a blade in many years.
That's not the color I was thinking of. Racist. Anyway,
Wow.
Full Gear opens up with the patronage versus
Patriarchy, you fuck.
patriarchy, patronage, same thing, same letter, same guy.
No, nay, there's like a Y and like at least two other letters that your mouth fucking...
Here's the
desperately
thing.
got.
Here's the thing. America. Versus Sting. I was going to say Edge, but Adam Copeland and Darby Allin. 15 minutes and 10 seconds. I got John Canton star ratings. He gave this 3.5. Oh, Ryan, I fucked up. Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
I do.
Go ahead.
So
Ryan, go ahead.
Ron Kidd's died. Can I open up with that saying? Because Christian Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne absolutely should have won here. I don't give a fuck if this is Sting's swan song. Ric Flair's throwing chops at like 180 years old and shouldn't be at it. Love you. The only thing, and I was talking with my buddies about this too. The only thing I really took positive from this match too, the entrance from Team Emo was deadly. Edge looked badass in his gear, but Ron Kidd's died, and this shouldn't have opened the pay-per-view.
It opened the pay-per-view, and they even said why, but they didn't say why. Was that Darby Allin had to make a flight because he's climbing Mount Everest? So that's
so he's not. We'll talk. I'll talk about that when you get to me.
Okay, but anyway, yeah. So I think maybe that's why, but I'm not sure. I don't know. 3 stars. It was a good match. The chokeslam on the apron was sick.
Absolutely disgusting.
Again, because little gripe, Ric Flair's just chopping the shit out of everyone right in front of Bryce Remsburg. How is that not a disqualification? It's AEW, I know. I had to throw it in. Besides that, it was a fun match that maybe just went a little too long. I also did like that Christian and Edge did not touch each other.
You didn't or did like that?
I did like it. I did like that they didn't touch. So it builds that up further. So yeah.
Fuck that. Just hurry up and team up together, boys. What the fuck is this shit? I'm a wrestling fan a long goddamn time. I don't want this. I want you two cocksuckers together as a team. And I don't even care if you're bad guys. Edge is a better bad guy, always was.
All right, Slizzy.
Tell us how you really feel.
Look, I did.
Yeah. First of all, the opening where they're touching bats. Insert gay joke here. Look, it's a day that ends in Y, therefore Darby must die. Really, other than that, it was fine. It was fine. I actually gave it the same rating as Fat Man, 3 stars.
You gonna talk about something else with Darby?
Oh yeah,
Everest,
because
yeah.
I said it before. He's flying out, but he's flying out to get training because there's only a very short window where you can actually climb Mount Everest. It's between April. Well, technically, it's like the second half of May, but you're supposed to be out by Mount Everest in April to kind of acclimate yourself, and you spend 6 weeks waiting for the weather to get just right to go up the thing. But they don't let just anybody go up there anymore because so many people have been dying up there for stupid reasons. So you have to get actual climbing experience before you ever get a chance to go through with it. So that's what he's doing now, is going back and forth to different places to get experience to get up on the mountain. But that being said, that's kind of an interesting time frame because isn't Sting's last match right around that time?
February.
So he'll probably be training while that happens.
AEW I put Intercontinental Championship. I don't know why. International Championship. Orange Cassidy defends against Jon Moxley. 12 minutes and 5 seconds. Kank also gave this match 3.5 stars. Moxley bleeds. Shocker.
This should open pay-per-view.
Good match. Total good story with Orange Cassidy's confidence versus Moxley's toughness. 3 stars. Just was there. I like their match at Wrestle Dream better. Was it Wrestle Dream? All In? Whatever. One of their matches better.
It was on.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All out. All out. All right. Sleazy.
All something. Took the words right out of my mouth. 3 stars. It was fine. Nowhere near the quality of their All Out match. It was good, but a little disappointing in a weird way. LOL. Jon Moxley bleeds because it's a day that ends in Y. The RKO was funny, I thought, because it looked like picture perfect Ace Crusher. Orange Cassidy being a bumping machine. Yeah, the story is fine, but once again, I felt like that was it missed its place, it missed its timing, and I agree that this should have opened the show.
As good as it was, yeah, it absolutely should. And Orange getting his win back, which is great. Now it legitimizes his second run now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The monkey's off his back, so to speak.
Wow.
And you're getting anything else, Ryan?
Oh, no, like I said, I like the match. Orange Cassidy and Moxley are two of my favorites in AEW, so, like, I was fucking jacked for this match.
AEW Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida defends against Timeless Tony Storm. 10 minutes and 25 seconds.
Brian Pan ass timeless Tony Storm.
John Ken gave this the Mike Sanders. Sleazy, you're the women's wrestling enthusiast.
Okay, I'm going to say something that's probably controversial. I'm not a huge fan of the Timeless Tony Storm gimmick. I get why people like it. It feels too...
Not
It feels
Undead
off.
Wizard.
What's that?
Not Undead Wizard.
Well, yeah. Also that.
Not Asian.
Not Asian. No, it feels off. It's like it's over the top, which is fine, but it's over the top in a way that just doesn't speak to me, I guess. I don't know. I get why people like it. I understand it. It's not for me. Whatever. She's killing it with the gimmick, though. She's absolutely leaning full on into it. I'm glad she won the title here. But this is not even this is not even the best match these two have had together. The finish got fucked up, but they still kind of saved it. But all in all, 2 stars.
You overrating piece of fucking shit. This match was a fucking mess. There were timing issues throughout the whole match. How did the ref not see that what Ladle or whatever the fuck was on her ass for the last 5 minutes of the fucking match? Like, how do you not see that and go,
How?
What?
It's 2023 in a politically correct world. If you blatantly say were you looking at my ass?
of course.
Well, it was Aubrey though.
Doesn't
It was-
matter. You tell me a girl can't objectify somebody? That's brutal out of you.
Yep.
Just a mess. Fucking.
No, I'm just saying that they could look. You
One,
can always look.
1 star. This thing was just.
I wouldn't go that far. Jeez.
It was just terrible.
wow.
Just terrible. Ryan.
I don't think this match was the better of the women's matches on the card. Like, I
Not
enjoyed
even
the
close.
angle, but Timeless Tony Storm works better with the in-between commercial breaks because of everything. When you put her online, you take away the color, or you add the color back on, you know what I mean? Like, as funny as that is, adding the color takes away from the gimmick.
I would agree. But then you're walking into Sin Cara territory.
Fair.
Ladder. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, we had one of the 2 things I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
here.
Go ahead.
So they cut to an interview with Fat Man's favorite wrestler, Eddie Kingston, who plays up the fact that he's part of the round robin tournament called the Continental Classic. And apparently that's going to have a title at the end of it. I don't know. But Kingston says, well, I'm the strong champion. I'm also the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. Or champion. I'm putting both championships up as well. So whoever wins the tournament will have all 3 belts. And it's going to be considered a triple crown of sorts for professional wrestling in the United States. I want to know everyone's thoughts about this because I am completely on the fence.
I guess I hate to say this. I guess it depends on who they're gonna put it on. If it will work or not. My guess.
Going on Eddie. How's it not going on Eddie? He gonna lose 2 belts through this round robin thing?
My guess is Mark Briscoe.
Well, who's
Yeah.
been announced for it now? There's 4 people announced, but I can't remember. who it
Kingston,
is.
Briscoe, Danielson, and
Andrade.
Andrade. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's my concern / issue with it. By doing what they're doing with this Triple Crown thing, you have taken 2 brand new belts, effectively, because the New Japan Strong belt has not been around that long. You have a belt that's literally being created for this tournament, and then you have the Ring of Honor World Championship, which has a lineage of over 20 years. I feel like, and maybe this is just me being the asshole, is that should be the International Championship being the 3rd belt, not the Ring of Honor World Championship or the Ring of Honor TV Championship
Well,
or something
they're
like
not
that.
unifying them. They're just
Well,
the winner's going to have all 3.
That's not true, because every year all 3 belts are going to be defended in this tournament.
They did say that.
Yes, that happened in the scrum. That's something Tony Khan said afterwards. So it basically gets either it gets reset every year, or maybe the Ring of Honor World Championship is automatically entered into the tournament. I don't know. But every year they keep coming back to one. So they're effectively going to be one championship, even though there's 3 belts. It's kind of what they're trying to do. Well, yeah. Well, that's kind of my point. Is that
I didn't know. I didn't watch the scrum. I didn't hear about that. If that's what they're going to do, that's stupid. It's dumb.
right? And maybe that's not. Maybe
Oh, my favorite thing. It's dumb.
dumb. Thank you. But I think the bigger problem here is that you're taking 3 very different belts with very different lineages and in some cases multiple promotions and putting them together for one championship. They're trying to make it like the Super Junior one, that Ultimo Dragon one.
Yeah.
Super J Cup, I think it was.
Yeah. Yep.
So technically that's like 8 belts all in one, blah, 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 blah. I think that's what they're trying to do with this tournament, is trying to give it some prestige and such, but they're doing it with the wrong belts, in my opinion. If they wanted to do something with the Ring of Honor Championship, it's probably the one where Joe literally just dropped it off in the fucking middle of the ring after a promo.
All right. Yellow Dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
I do, and this one was great.
Ladder match
Sounds
for the
way too
AEW Tag Team Championships. Ricky Starks and You Can't Teach That versus FTR versus House of Black versus La Faction America.
Okay,
20
first
minutes
of all,
and 35
you fucked
seconds.
up 2 fucking teams' names. Kings of the Black Throne for
They're
what?
part of House of Black,
Yeah,
No,
they
but they're
represent.
Kings of the Black Throne, specifically.
but they're part of House of Black. Therefore, I'm going to call them House of Black Lawyered.
How dare you?
And then America.
You're misgendering the team.
I'm not, though, because they're male and female. Those are genders.
Yeah, but they define themselves as darkness.
Cool. Black is dark.
Nick
Lawyer.
Orain, then.
Lawyer.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
20 minutes and 35 seconds. Can't give this 4 stars. I'll start. It was a mild ladder match. 3.5. Still really good, but no really big memorable spots. I'm going to go back and be like, oh, that was great. Like, never going to watch this one again. It was just their ladder match. It was just there. Wrong Kids died?
No.
I kind of
Disagree.
thinking.
Disagree.
I mean, it was either going to be them or House of Black, but I'd say maybe they should have put on House of Black, but whatever. Oh, was it me or did the belts look like they were hanging super low?
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Okay, I was like,
It felt like. I think that was kind of intentional because they wanted to put over Morrissey being so tall.
right.
Because you can't teach that, of course.
No, you can't. All right, Ryan, go ahead.
It was a fucking train wreck. It was an AEW train wreck. It was an AEW ladder match train wreck, and it was like great. I fucking loved it. the gross ladder spot to reset up to do the ladder spot again. Like, fucking what is wrong with Brody King as a person in his mind?
Yeah, he hates his body almost as bad as Darby Allin does.
Holy fuck.
There are spots in this match I was like, really, dude? You don't need to fucking do that. You're a fucking
I don't
monster.
think anybody else should have won this match but the boss.
I agree with that because I think they'll be perfect champions to go against, spoiler, Jericho and Omega. And I think they're going to beat them as well. So. Oh, I should probably talk about the match, right?
Yeah.
Lucha plus ladders, you're going to have a good time. The beef chants. So people are pissed off about the beef chants. Why? Why does anyone care? It's funny. Awesome. Let them fucking do their shit. Whatever. Finish was surprisingly out of nowhere, though. Not a bad match, but a lot of spots, set up. You know, traditional AEW ladder match. 3.5 stars. I agree with Fat Man.
Because all that was okay, because it was in a 3-way match for the TBS Championship. Chris Statlander defends against Julia Hart versus Sky Blue. 11 minutes, 20 seconds. Ken gave this 3.25. Sleazy the other one's wrestling enthusiast.
Way better than the Sheeta Storm match, okay? I gave this 3 3/4. I thought it was really well done. The finish was absolutely perfect. I didn't call the right person winning, but I called how it was going to happen.
So you bitch and complain about how every time it's
Yep.
they hit a finisher, he'll
Yep.
push him out.
Yep.
But then now it happens in a women's match, it's okay.
It's
Right,
fantastic.
because it was in a 3-way. No,
Perfect setup.
there are some great fucking spots in this match. The finish was predictable as hell. You know, the only question was
There was no way Sky Blue was not taking the fall in that match.
Absolutely.
No way. She was 100% taking the fall in that match because, to quote Mark Henry, that's what she does. She just loses all the time.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that this would have been a perfect time to kind of pull the trigger on her new character. New music, full-on transition to this darker character. A lot of cool things. The reason why I liked the finish wasn't necessarily because it's an obvious trope. It was just that it was really well done. You know, the timing of it was pretty perfect. But yeah, it is a trope. But still, great match. I thought they did a great job here.
I agree with Ken. 3.25. Yeah, way better than the other women's match. Good story with good action. I was surprised Julia Hart won, but I'm fine with it. I thought Statlander was going to retain, but I'm fine with Julia Hart winning here. Actually, any 3 of them I would have been fine winning. So, yeah, good little women's match. Ryan.
This was a definition of a match that I expected nothing out of going in, and it was deadly. It was like Impact's women's division over the past year and a half that was just kind of, oh yeah, not much is coming out of this. That turned out wicked. The right person, Joe, because Julia Hart's been on fire. Same breath, the only reason I had a sniff that Julia Hart was winning tonight because I was jumping around on the dirt sheets doing my journalistic shit. And AEW is currently really, really high on Julia Hart right now.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
Yep.
Before we go to
go
the
ahead.
next
Go ahead.
match is the other big moment that we wanted to talk about. No, it's not Ronda Rousey signing for AEW. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member, Will Ospreay.
Waste.
So,
I mean, it's kind of like a layup. I mean, he gets to work with AEW. He probably still gets to work with New Japan. He can work the Indies. It's perfect for both. So, yeah. There was no way Jay Briscoe's winning the ROH World title. There was no way Ospreay was not signing with AEW.
You want to announce Ospreay was signing? He should have fucked over Omega in that tag match and signed his contract in Omega's block. I'll be back for you in January. And then out the door, and you do not see Ospreay again until then.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah. Couple thoughts about it. I think I said it in the chat the day before. Will Ospreay being the mystery groundbreaking signee would be cool, but it wouldn't be surprising. Literally anybody else would have been a bigger surprise. Because
I thought it was going to be Dolph.
well,
Then I realized that the whole... Because nobody thought Ospreay because contracts.
well, yeah. Well, there's some news and rumors about that Fat Man might find later, but I do know at the very bare minimum that they were talking about this for a while between the two, and Tony Khan got New Japan's blessing to sign him. So there was supposedly a whole... This was way in the making for a long time. This was just the... he put the name on the dotted line literally the day before to confirm it.
Oh, no, but that's another issue I have with that. Ospreay could have generated so much fucking buzz for himself had he have not said that.
I agree. 100%. Honestly, I'll just say this. They should have held on to Ospreay's signing and did... I can't believe I'm saying this. They should have done Rousey here. Especially if they're going to sign her full time. I think it was... While it was a cooler pop to do it on Ring of Honor TV, it got lost because...
It's on Ring of Honor TV.
Well, not only is it on Ring of Honor TV, that shit's taped. So, like, who gives a fuck? It was going to come out way before then. You needed to do that. In theory, she's a big signing.
Apparently, you brought her up. She's not signed. She wanted to work with Shafir again, and she's just doing a couple dates apparently. Apparently, she's not signed.
Just like she did a couple of dates for WWE?
But she was signed with WWE.
Well, she wasn't for a couple of years. Because she did show up by WWE TV not being signed. She was in a WrestleMania before she was signed.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Texas Deathmatch. Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland. 29 minutes, 35 seconds. Canton gave this 5 stars. I'm going to go first. Unlike other death matches in AEW, this one was earned. Other ones were just like, oh, hey, I just want to go through tables and glass and shit because let's have a death match. There was no feud building up to it. This one was earned. If you don't give this 5 stars, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. Absolutely phenomenal. Yes, I know I'm not a fan of the deathmatch style, but again, the feud leading up to this made it personal, made it felt earned. Only gripe I had with it is it didn't really need Brian Cage at the end. But it didn't add to anything, but it didn't take away from anything. So it's a negative gain, I guess. But absolute masterpiece. I thought Hangman was going to get his win back. I'm glad that he didn't. Hats off to both men. Sleazy.
Okay. It was a wonderful match. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. Violent, upsettingly good. Even the fucking cinder block kind of breaking before it was supposed to break was pretty cool too. There's a lot of people that didn't like this as much as others, which was surprising too. I'm going to say this. Prince Nana. I love him. I think the whole Swerve dance and everything that he's getting over, funny, great. I think it's gotten to the point where it's actually taking away from Swerve. And I will say that as me being a manager for the better part of a decade, your job as a manager is accentuate the positives of the talent you're with. At this point, he's gone past that and he's kind of
Getting himself over.
right? That being said, it was great that he took a bump in the match, a table bump no less. I thought that the ending few minutes of the match were just a perfect callback to every single thing that's happened, not just with the feud, but with, Adam Page specifically. The glass, the hanging with Swerve, all this shit. Everything was perfectly done. And I agree with Fat Man by saying, if you don't rate this 5 stars, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. It was absolute perfection. And it wasn't the most violent death match I've seen this year. It was sure as hell the best one.
Yes, it was. All right, Ryan.
One of the best entrances I've seen all time, solely because Prince Nana had backup dancers to do the Nana dance. Fuck you guys. What makes Swerve so good and why Prince Nana's getting over so well is because he is that absolute goofy side to the character that Swerve needs. He's only ever stopped him from dancing once. And when he stopped him from dancing, you knew it was serious time. Right? 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars.
Wait. Ryan's rating a match here. I'm upset.
What the hell is that?
I don't know how that works. You've destroyed 10 plus years of ratings database.
The only rating I give out in stars is a 5-star match or it's a good match. I don't give out star ratings unless they're fucking 5-star matches like this one was.
Years ago, he had a scale about what he thinks a 5-star match was, and my comeback was, then you think literally every match is a 5-star match.
No, because the scale would be the storyline build-up, the crowd reaction, the wrestling, this had everything, even that on that scale. Because if you watch the product, this storyline's been going on for a while. It's deep rooted. There's connections. You feel it, everything about it.
Like I said, this felt earned. Mm-hmm. Like the other death matches were just like, "Hey, I don't like you." Death match. This one was personal, and it felt like they earned the right to have a death match. And dude, we all know this as wrestling fans. A simple story can get you hooked and get you emotional. And telling a simple story in the ring, yes, this was violent, but god damn, it was so good. Like freaking Page shaking Swerve's head, swallowing his blood was like, holy fuck. Like, it was just
sick fuck.
Time for hepatitis.
That was only if Nigel was in the match. Anyway, so
wow.
Anyway, yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
Follow that, fuckers.
Young Bucks versus the Golden Jets, 20 minutes and 45 seconds. Kenton gave this 4 stars.
Of course, Kenton did.
Ryan,
it was okay. I mean. At first, I honestly thought they were going to break up because Jericho had the Golden Jets shirt made, and I just had PTSD flashbacks of Y2AJ. Because I was like, cool, they got shirts made, and immediately they had Y2AJ shirts made for 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Okay, so I was kind of a little bit concerned here. Ray Kids died, by the way.
There's the rumors. Anyone notice that Matt had a big ass elbow brace on his elbow?
Why is that?
Probably gonna need surgery. The Bucks are gonna be missing some time.
News
Apparently,
and rumors: the EVP title had been removed from the roster page.
really.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna take some time off. That's probably why they had the match to get them through it.
$1. $1. $1. No. Okay. Fine.
Me?
3.5.
That sounded like a question.
I'm Ron Burgundy. It was a good match. It told a simple story. I mean, I for 1 second did not believe Kenny Omega was going to turn on Jericho or vice versa in this match.
Boo.
So I was just like, I mean, I'm going. It was good. It was a 3.5 star match. I'm going, but it's 3.5 stars. It's still a really good match. It was just like, cool. Oh yeah, too long.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Too long. Cut 5 to 8 minutes off this match.
Oh, Sam, that's the first time I've heard you say that about this card for an AW show, and that's pretty good.
Well, so pretty much, I mean, well, the first match. So we had the ladder match, 20 minutes, okay, fine. 12 minutes for the internet show, 10 minutes for that shit fest, okay. 11 minutes for that, 30 minutes for the death match, I'm absolutely fine with.
See what I mean? Like, that's really realistically the first time that you yourself talking about an AW show that ran long when that's the first match that needed to cut time.
No, I said during the first match that they went a little too long. But not a little bit. But
yeah.
This match went way too long.
Yes, it did, but I will forgive it a little bit because you had to cool down the crowd somehow after that.
Can you imagine? Jericho left WWE because he was in a cool down match at WrestleMania.
That's exactly what happened here. I didn't like the match. I really didn't. Probably because everyone was fucking hurting it. Probably from the way things are sounding. That if Matt was hurting, we all know Jericho's hurting because he can't fucking wrestle a match anymore by himself. It's got to be a tag match. I didn't like it, but it wasn't bad per se. It was a 3-star match in my opinion. But yeah, it felt for a Bucks match. There's so much fucking talent in that ring. The 2 best wrestlers from Winnipeg are in the ring with the 2 best wrestlers from Reseda, California. Or Cucaracha or La Cucaracha.
Rancho Cucamonga.
There you go. L.A. I don't know. It felt weird. It felt off. Callis being there was, oh, cool. We're going to get something cool. Turned into much of nothing. I really wanted the Flair Sting, turn.
It's coming. Be patient.
Just very first thing.
Typical wrestling fan. I always want to have it right now. You can't have anything built up.
No, the only thing I want to have right now is Edge and Christian as a tag team.
Fucking goddamn fuckers. Yeah, there you go. 3 stars.
Okay. AEW World Championship. It was not Adam Cole.
Baby.
It was MJF versus Jay White. 29 minutes and 45 seconds.
Absolutely ridiculous.
John Cann gave us 3 3/4. I want to start with Sleazy because I know he has a lot to say.
Okay, number 1. I walked into the show halfway through because I had things to do on a big old Saturday night, right? So I didn't know what had happened on the pre-show. I didn't know what happened even up to halfway through the show. Apparently, Adam Cole was subbing in and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. The entirety of this whole fucking match can be boiled down to one word. What the fuck are we doing here? I love MJF. I love everything that's going around MJF. But to have him do a 30 fucking minute match after him basically being fucking stretchered off after the first match, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. It makes no sense, and more importantly, it ruins Jay White. Because he had to have a 30-minute competitive match with a guy who was basically hobbling the entire fucking thing.
Had one leg, yeah.
With one fucking leg. Now, I do like some of the bits and pieces where they kind of teased Cole fucking him a couple of times, fucking MJF a couple of times, the ring, having the belt get used, the table falling apart and him just jumping anyway. The cutter to the outside was great. Mm-hmm. But the match suffered so much.
I'm going to cut you off. I'll let you go. I have it almost exactly in my notes what you're saying. I said there were bits and pieces of a better match put together, but they decided to do this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's my biggest complaint about all of this. We do this 30-minute match. What's the fucking finish, guys?
A shot to the face with a ring.
Low blow, shot to the face with a ring. Behind the referee's back. Why? Why are we fucking doing this? He could have literally kicked him in the nuts 3 seconds into the match and kept his title. This entire match did not have to happen. Cole could have done the same fucking thing and saved the belt.
That was the story. Don't let him take my belt away.
Yeah. Okay, cool. He didn't have to win.
But that's is where AEW backs themselves into a corner with the no DQ crap.
Well, here's the other piece of that. Multiple times during the match, first time, kind of, I'll let the first one go, but he does it twice in the match where he rolls Jay White into the match. Okay, why? Why are you doing that? That makes no sense. Yeah, he's trying to win honorably. And then the finish happens. What the fuck are we doing here? I don't know. The match itself, 3 stars. I thought it was, there's a lot of bits and pieces that probably could have been a good match. This definitely didn't need to be 30 minutes long. It definitely did not need all the fucking rigmarole throughout the entire show. And I fucking can't believe that we had this match basically destroy Jay White because it makes him look like a fucking goober because how many people got involved in the match before he loses? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And it pisses me off a little bit because you had such good pieces here. You had good storylines up to this moment. And this is what you guys came up with? Whatever.
Dude, I was writing my notes down. Literally, remember I said before we came on there, let me finish up my notes because I watched it this morning, shaved my head, showered, then I went over to a friend's house to watch football. Literally, I'm indifferent about this match. I think there's a better match built into this match that could have told a great story, but it made Jay White look like a fucking goober for having a competitive 30-minute match with a one-legged man. Too long, kill Jay White. Same notes. Same fucking notes. I also gave it 3 stars. There is a foundation for all they had to do was if they just didn't do the leg nonsense and just had MJF versus Jay White, that could have been a banger. That could have been 100% a fucking banger. But they completely just flipped it upside down and was just like, we're going to have MJF. I don't know. Not the MJF.
Right.
not be MJF, but then be MJF, but then not be MJF. I don't. This has been a 2-year long thing where it's all like, just let MJF be MJF. Stop trying to add complexity to him. We already know he's our scumbag, but is he? He's not. So it's just.
But he is our scumbag.
And to
This
Kevin's-
would have been the perfect spot to go. Hey, either have Cole, maybe it's definitely the 3-star match, unless it was the devil shit after, which it didn't. It did not tie in at all.
It never paid off.
Never paid off. So, Deets, it stunk. It went too long. These can't be on the own show, fucker.
You fuck.
It's just, oh my god, I think they overthink it. Thunk it? America. And
English is hard. Don't fuck it.
and they just, the structure was there.
They AEW'd all over it. And I'm
Thank
saying
you.
that as a loving AEW supporter.
And I'm trying, man. Like, I am trying. But
But here's the thing.
the
Here-
Christian Cage Darby Allin main event, this one, they're making it hard for me to fucking try. They are.
Again,
Like-
you're watching AEW. If you don't want to watch AEW for the AEW stuff, like,
Oh, God. And the funny thing is, it was kind of the most WWE style match on the show,
Yeah, it was.
psychology-wise.
Because they would, if MJF got hurt at the very beginning of the match, that's how that match would play out in a WWE ring. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a bad call to make.
Yeah, they should have had either Cole cost him the match. Hey, I made you a promise. You kept your title. By any means. Boom. Or have just Jay White fucking destroy him in 5 minutes. Those were your two options. Like having a competitive match with a one-legged man. Nobody comes out good in that.
Yeah.
All right, now here's Ryan's going to try to defend it.
I always got to try to defend it. But it's hard to defend it because what you were saying was right. Should have never went 30 fucking minutes. Or don't run the injury angle. Anti-Fat Man said it too. Should have got tangled up into the devil stuff. Like, there's so many ways they could have went. But AEW'd all over themselves. But, with that being said of the derogatory AEW and AEW things, I like the match. Just went really long.
If you ignore the storyline going into it and just see it as a microcosm of what's going on, which most of the time I actually do because I don't watch the product. Yeah. So I don't see a lot of the weekly stuff going on. I just see it as a standalone show. But even then, within the standalone show, it was a fucking nightmare. So, well, what the fuck do you want me to do here?
You're watching AEW, boss. Is all I can tell you. And again, as nonsensical as it comes across to say it, this is the shit you're going to get when you watch AEW because they are not competition with WWE, but they are absolutely an alternative to WWE.
Yep.
Well, I will say this, that the biggest problems we've had with these shows has not usually been the undercard. It's always been the main event.
That sounds like what company from 1988 to 2001 was like that? Oh God, based in the South somewhere. Oh God,
Mid-South.
It was definitely Memphis.
UWF.
No.
You're dumb.
God.
Wow.
I think they might have been on the same channel too.
JCP, right? No.
God,
JCP,
I mean,
yeah, you know
technically
me.
you're right, but
WWWF,
oh God.
um,
AEWCW.
right? If they play off the devil on Dynamite,
What
great.
ratings?
Okay, What?
Well, here, okay. To be fair to AEW, and this is also for WWE, more people watch the weeklies than they do buy the pay-per-views. So your bigger audience will get to see that. So I'm okay with them paying it off on a Dynamite because more people will see it.
Yep.
I will also throw this out there for you. The Devil gimmick, angle, whatever, a lot bigger than Jay White.
They can say that they know who it is. I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that. I think they're waiting for who they want to put in that role, because I don't think it's going to be Cole.
Yeah, or I was literally just saying, are they going to wait till Adam Cole gets healthy?
I legitimately don't think it's going to be
Well,
Cole.
then it wouldn't make any sense because Devil was walking around the whole time and Cole was hobbled. So I mean,
Well, if
The Devil's not walking around all the time.
he's standing.
He's standing.
Okay,
oh,
cool.
that's true.
But here's the other bit of that is that because of what you've done there, you could make it anybody, but in the same breath, you could also claim that Cole was not really injured. So
You could.
it's kind of a reverse bluff type thing where, yeah, he was shoot injured, but in storyline purposes, he wasn't injured, type of thing, where that would be kind of stupid, but it would definitely be AEW's wheelhouse.
Yep. So overall thoughts of the show, I thought it was a really good show, except for the AEW Women's Title match. Every match was good, just the main event, just they AEW'd all over it. Other than that, come for the Texas Death Match and come again for the Texas Death Match, and that's it.
For me, I would give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. Once again, the Texas Death Match. Come for the Texas Death Match. Come again for Sky.
Well, you didn't say an Asian.
I would come for Hikaru Shida, but that's just me. People like their preferences. A lot of people like Sky Blue. So.
All right, news and rumors. Hulk Hogan's son, Nick, got arrested on DUI charges.
He was the kid that killed the
Another
other kid, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
While they were drinking and driving in their fucking, was it Lamborghini?
Boys will be boys.
Yeah, well, boys will be in jail for a while.
Oh, what an idiot. Cops booked him on suspicion of driving under the influence and he apparently refused to submit a sobriety test. You're going to jail automatically.
Yeah. It depends on the state, but most states are
Florida.
like that. Well, I don't know.
Well, Florida will just catch it. Florida will just be like, oh, you don't want... Okay, you're good.
Florida's so backwoods, I don't even know. So.
Ryan, you looking stuff up too, or is it just me?
No, I'm looking stuff up too.
So while this is going on, I do want to say thanks to everyone who joined us for our 11th anniversary show. It was one of our bigger shows that we've had recently. So thank you again for the support. Once again, TWS11 at thewrestlingshow.com/shop to get all your merch, 11% off your entire order. That goes till the end of the month.
Kevin said I'm more into who the Devil is and who's going to beat Roman. I mean, the Bloodline storyline's kind of faded a little bit. They're trying to keep the momentum going with it. But when you have Roman on the show once every 4 years, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But
there's another angle that they've kind of painted themselves into a corner about.
it's going to be... Well, it's going to be Cody, right?
It's got to be. I mean, if it wasn't going to be Jay, it's got to be Cody. That's great.
Tony Khan says one aspect of AEW All in 2024 will be impacted by Taylor Swift.
Say what? Say that again? I was reading Tom's.
Tony Khan says one aspect of All in 2024 will be impacted by Taylor Swift.
Because is she doing London shows or something that time?
Yes, she's doing a tour which could run more shows.
That's in 2024. When is that?
August. Earlier this month, it reported that WWE has significant injuries in NJPW Strong Women's Champion. I'm waiting for Sleazy to say her name.
Wait,
Strong Women's Champion, Asian, Julia. And there were internal rumors that she would be headed to the Performance Center for a tryout, with the later report clarifying that won't happen due to the fact that she's under contract at Bushiroad until first quarter of 2024.
yeah. Okay, when is All In going to be?
August 2024.
Yeah, but do we know which day?
No, hence the Taylor Swift thing.
Okay, so she's going to be at Wembley from Thursday, August 15th to Tuesday, August 20th.
And there's talks about her adding more shows.
August 25th is All In.
So they're worried that she might add 5 more shows?
Well, you also got to put the setup, take set down. Could be a couple days.
Yeah, but they would probably do 2 shows a day. If they're going to do that.
What are you talking about?
No, for Taylor.
I'm talking about for AEW. She's
Oh,
got
I'll
to
get
take
that.
her set down, but
Yeah.
take a day or two to get the set up.
Yeah.
Their set's not as elaborate as WWE's is, so they can probably
No,
get that
but Taylor's
day.
is. Taylor's
Yeah.
is probably worse than WWE's. So it'll probably take a good day and a half. So actually, you might be right there. But they're going... That's her last European date. But she has... No, she doesn't have much of anything because she's in Vienna on August 10th. So if they do add shows, yeah, there might be an issue.
According to
Fuck
Dave
Dave Meltzer!
WWE has been talking internally about possibly signing Okada. While the U.S. wrestling fans have been familiar with the Rainmaker for years, his overall international profile has grown since working with AEW. Okada, now 36, who is close with Nakamura.
Really? You don't say. It's like they're
apparently-
Asian or something.
Apparently, Nakamura's renewed push in the company has convinced Okada that Japanese wrestlers will not be given a stereotypical children family gimmick that many have been stuck with when joining WWE in the past. Okay.
That's true, though. That's been very true, and you know it.
Yeah, name one.
Okay. Indeed.
So we're talking about Attitude Era gimmicks now?
I choppy your pee-pee.
Attitude Era
Hakuzi.
gimmicks?
That's not cartoony. That's very. Bless you. But
And John Wayne Bobbitt saved him.
listen, that's not a child friendly gimmick. Choppy pee pee.
Mrs. Yamaguchi-san had childbearing hips, so I disagree. No one's going to tell him that she doesn't have the hips to have more than 8 or 9 children.
Kenny King got his release from TNA,
Where is he going?
AEW.
Well, Ring of Honor, I thought, but yeah.
Ring of Honor, AEW, same letter, same
It's
guy.
the same company now.
Same letter, same guy.
Same letter, same guy. Okay, why? Why not?
Okay, did you hear about this?
No.
WWE and the Big 12 Conference are partnering for a 2023 Big 12 Championship belt. Heavy G brought this to my attention on the sports podcast, and he says he hates it. I go, why? You're going to have whoever wins that, when ABC is broadcasting that, they're going to be holding up a WWE Championship belt. It's
Yeah.
all about marketing and branding. I'm 100% for that. I'm like, they do it for the Super Bowl, NBA. Why not for college football now? Come on.
Especially considering isn't WWE part of that
NIL?
NIL thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. We talked about it like a year ago or 2 years ago with Gable, but why not? Why the fuck not? Always take a marketing job.
Yeah.
else
WWE
we
Shop now selling Lucha Mask of official MLB teams.
Okay, sure, but of all things okay, it's still 2023. Okay, it's not easy to market lucha masks to wrestling fans because they then can't wear them in most stadiums anyway. But they kind of let that go a little bit more because it's wrestling. They're not going to let that go if it's MLB.
Yeah, they will.
No. Most stadiums, and you should know this. Most stadiums have an no face covering policy because they're doing all sorts of different things with surveillance. You know this.
I think it's more marketed towards little kids than adults.
Great, yes, but you know people are not going to be just kids wearing them.
I know, but they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. Apparently,
Just minimize my shit.
Bushi, of course I do. I always do. You're fucking wrong all the time. Bushi apparently officially signed with AEW, I guess officially.
Why wasn't that the big surprise signing?
Right.
Because it's already announced.
WWE Backlash will take place
Where?
in Lyon, France on Saturday. Oh, some asshole's birthday. May 4th.
I ain't going to fucking France.
It's some asshole's birthday.
What a birthday gift, though.
Here's your birthday gift.
Hint, hint.
I'll give you the $10 to watch WWE Network that month.
Here, get the network for a month. Happy birthday, dickhead.
Happy birthday. Go fuck yourself. That's, what is this? The fourth one that they have announced next year? You got the one in Berlin.
Elimination Chamber in Australia.
Okay.
You have
Dash in
Backlash-
Berlin.
Bash in Berlin, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
The Saudi shows. And
The
then-
Saudi shows.
And France, yeah.
Wow, this is really world wrestling entertainment.
How
Well, that's
dare
kind
they.
of what they should have been doing for years now, and they're finally getting around to it.
Apparently, the chief legal officer of AEW has stepped down from her duties.
Why? Do we know why?
Click.
Nothing.
Click here for more. $11.99.
Yeah. Oh, Meltzer's back. Fuck the Melts.
But it's unclear as what the official the report is shift is.
She's like, I'm
Oh.
fucking done with this shit.
Apparently, she shifted to concentrate on things regarding the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, so she was
So-
on
Oh, yes, I
loan.
read that. Yeah.
But also, she was famously linked to the original CM Punk incident as she reportedly witnessed the scuffle and was obviously involved in the investigation. However, she was not at all in London, nor was she part of the disciplinary committee that ultimately led to Punk's departure.
Who cares? That's a nothing burger. It really is. She was
Yeah.
probably on loan from Jacksonville, and they just want to get a new lawyer for their own company. So what? There are 1.5 million lawyers that would love to take that gig on, but that are like contract focused. You know, contract law is a funny thing, but I'm pretty sure they'll find somebody.
Ryan, you find anything?
Nothing really. A lot of it's just Osprey. I want to wrestle this guy. I want to wrestle this guy. Like,
Okay, I love Osprey, but come on, guys, come on, wrap it up.
again, Osprey was already doing all this shit. Like,
Right? This is nothing new.
oh yeah, sleazy one scorecard, piece of shit.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about the cigar card.
First thing I want to point out is I'm not sure if Nigel Denver Peters listens or not, but fuckhead, you had a 20-point lead after the first question. Nobody else had any points, and you still lost by 11. Fucking sleazy.
I just destroyed people.
I want my fucking grand
I
slam.
won before the last match.
I
That's-
want my grand slam. I
I'm
want
not
it.
getting. You were behind. That also means fuck Al Barrett.
I
Who the
gotta get
fuck
that
is-
one to show now.
Yeah. So as of this win, I have now had 10 wins in the season. Al's had 9. We were tied up to this point. I've won like out of the last 6 or 7, I've won like 4. I think it was. I'm on a roll. But yeah. I'm just
I
quickly.
got 6 cards won this season, dickhead. Fuck you.
What's that?
I said I got 6 cards won this season. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, you do. I mean, you're not
Not
in the running. It's just not 10. Anything big? I'm quickly.
Nothing
looking
really
through.
that big. Like, this is kind of like the slow time for news and rumors, and we'll start hitting Rumble season and then WrestleMania, and then it kind of picks up. But
Yeah, the only rumor I've heard really is more towards WWE 2K24, is that there's a thought internally that they were going to kind of craft like not the universe mode, but their story mode thing, the showcase mode around Bray Wyatt this year, and people are like, yeah, or and
Can you imagine a Firefly Funhouse?
right. I would love to see a
Sick.
reenactment of that. It would be sick. Well, like, the problem is that the main people that were a part of Bray Wyatt's legacy are in AEW now. Like,
well,
Dean Ambrose was a big part of the major matches in there, you know?
yeah, that's true.
But some rando, not generic person just killing him with it, you know, whatever. But yeah, that's it then. Didn't find anything else?
No,
No.
Okay, Ryan, put yourself over.
Ryan Buckatch on Reddit. Nothing really noteworthy on Reddit yet, but trust me, next week there'll be some good full gear shit out.
Will there be? You think so?
Usually, like I said, we're fresh. We're only a day out.
That's true.
The fucking idiots in SC Jerk has to have a. They need a day or two to pump out some good stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's true, but I love it either way. Even the quick shit's good. I'm at TW Sleazy.
TWS Fat Man.
We are Sleazy Fat Man on X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Please go on over there and give us a like. Videos you can find at twitch.tv/SleazyFatMan, youtube.com/SleazyFatMan, premium videos on onlyfans.com/The Wrestling Show. You can find all sorts of content at WrestlingShow.com, including articles, merch, and a ton of other cool stuff. Like I said before, at WrestlingShow.com/shop. Use promo code TWS11 for this month. We're getting 11% off all your merchandise, including that wonderful Fat Horseman t-shirt and the Multitude of Fan t-shirt. Please, if you are on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. And, of course, click that little notification button to make sure that you know that we're going live and as our episodes drop on YouTube. You can get our podcast every Saturday morning, wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. Don't hesitate to rate us on your favorite platform. Click automatic downloads. That also really helps us out. So, as always, for Ryan, who fucking deuced the fuck out of here, that was quick. And as always, for Sleazy,
For the Fat Man.
this is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Tony Khan and his alleged coke habit. A hot dog's on a sandwich, a sub is on a sandwich, a burger is a sandwich. Next week, Survivor Series and Sleazy may be back in rehab?
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The blood shed in your name. When there's nothing to gain.